Hi friends, today I'm sharing a super easy card technique using Distress Oxide ink and stamping. I'll show you how to apply the inks in a direct-to-paper method that gives you this soft, wispy effect in seconds. If you're interested in any of the products that I'm using in this video, you can find the links to them in the video description. I'm using products from the Simon Says Stamp A Little Artsy card kit. And here I'm showing you one of the add-ons. These are the artsy butterflies. I don't believe was part of the kit, but I just love these outline butterflies so much. I added them to my order. This was part of the kit, the stamp set. I loved all those images. Again, a little artsy card kit. I love that floral image and more butterflies. There's this little string stamp, and we're going to be using that hello there down in the corner. And we're going to be cutting that out with the coordinating die right there, the hello. And I love that it includes the coordinating dies. And also, I'm pulling out one of my favorites. This is the Dottie Whirlpool um, 3D embossing folder from Simon Says Stamp. And in my kit, in all the kits, you get 4 Distress Oxides in different color palettes. And this was the color palette I received. I have Shaded Lilac, Seedless Preserves, Villainous Potion, and Prize Ribbon. So these inks will all go well together, and you'll see that in just a little bit. So I am going to start off with my Tim Holtz Tonic Decal Edge paper trimmer. It's a guillotine trimmer, as you can see. And I have 2 sheets of quarter inch cardstock. And I'm just going to go around and trim these down so they, when they're finished, they are 4 by 5 1/4. This card will not have a matte layer, so I'm going to make my panel the size that I normally do make my matte layers, which is 4 by 5 1/4. So I want that decal edge on all 4 sides, and there you can see. And I'm just going to do that with both of these pieces of cardstock. And you'll see why here in a little bit. I'm going to decorate the inside, use one of those for the inside. So I'm bringing in my Simon Says Stamp Positively Crafty Tack Mat or something like that, positioning my cardstock in the middle. And this is really fun. Now, I'm just kind of setting up my inks to see which order I want to use them in. It really doesn't matter. I kind of make more of this than I need to. I overthink. Yep, I overthink. And so I'm just going to go with the Shaded Lilac and the Seedless Preserves, I believe, first. Again, doesn't matter at all. And then I am just going to, I just had to bring this up to the camera because isn't that a pretty shade of purple? The oxides are very creamy and they are just really, really nice. So I'm just swiping it across the cardstock in an arced direction. And I'm just going to do that with all 4 ink cubes. And I want them to overlap a little bit, and I want them to be wispy. I don't really necessarily want them to be solid. You could do it, but I wanted them to be just real airy and wispy because I thought it would go good with the open line art of the butterflies. So this is my last color here, and you can see it's just really super easy to do. And I love how the ink cube catches the edge of the decal edge and makes some of the areas a little bit darker. I think that's really cool. So there's the panel. We're going to set that aside, and I'm going to bring in my, I believe I'm using my, right there it is, my Gina K Tidy Towel. I think is always at the ready. You want to keep it damp. You don't want it to get dried out. That's why I keep it in a little container. And it just wipes down these stamps and the grip mat really well. So this is the panel that's going to be on the inside. So I'm just putting that on the grip mat, and I'm taking a piece of copy paper and I'm just going to fold it in half. And on the creased edge, I'm going to line it up right with these lines on my glass mat that you can see through the grip mat. And that'll give me a nice straight edge. And then I'm just going to do the same thing with the cubes. I'm going to start on the copy paper and go onto the cardstock instead of the other way around. That way the edge of the copy paper doesn't catch the cube. And I'm just going to do the same thing, and I think I'm doing it in the same order. That was my intention, but now I'm watching the playback, and I think I got it. I think I did it the way I wanted to. And then it's that easy, friends. You just pull that paper up and you have your little edge there, and pretty easy. I hope you give this a try. This is just a real fun way to make quick cards. And just cleaning off my grip mat, I'm going to go ahead and stow that away. And I store mine in a piece of parchment paper, baking parchment paper. It will not stick to the mat and it just keeps lint and dust and anything else. Like if you have pets, it keeps the pet hair off of it. I am using my My Sweet Petunia Misty tool, and inside I have another grip mat. That's the Gina K double background grip mat. I believe it's grip mat 1, and I'm just positioning, finding out where I wanna put my panel. I end up going right in the middle because I just I didn't want the edges to compete with where I wanted to put my stamps. So now here comes the fun part. I'm kinda deciding which butterflies I want to use, and I find 3. It took me a while to decide, but I did come up with 3 I thought would look really nice, kind of fluttering across that, if you wanna call it a sky or a rainbow or just a background. But anyway, I picked 3, and here I'm just using the stamps on their, carrier sheet just to kinda see which ones would kind of flow because I won't the bottom one, the bottom corner kinda going upwards. The middle one doesn't really matter which direction it's going, but I did want one coming down from the top into the card, and there's plenty of options on this stamp set, that's for sure. Okay, now I'm just kinda centering them, make sure they all fit, and we'll go ahead and pick them up with the Misty Door. And I'm going to be using Simon Says Stamp is it Versafine? Yeah, Versafine Clair Nocturne ink. But first I'm rubbing my hand across these stamps because I've not used them before. And they do have a little residue from the manufacturer. You want to get that off so the ink will stick. And this ink will stick. This is my favorite ink for fine line stamped images. And you'll see it just gives a nice crisp black image. And it'll look really, really nice with little effort. So I'm just giving that a light press, and sometimes the middle of the butterflies don't ink very well. So you just want to just give it a nice even pressure. I am going to go in and ink it twice, and that'll do it. It's very, very easy to do, and it gives just flawless results. I mean, look at that. I love these sketched butterflies. They almost look like mixed media or distress already. And then here I'm doing the same thing with that panel that's going to go on the inside. I just wanted to stamp part of the butterflies where we did ink. And we'll just drop that down and probably have to ink it twice again. I don't remember, but I think I do. Yep. And then just give it some good even pressure. And there you go. I think I'm starting to decorate the inside of my cards a little bit more, and I'm very curious. Let me know in the comments if you decorate the inside of your cards. I'd love to know. So I'm using my tidy towel right away to clean this ink off. Otherwise, it can stain or get a little bit difficult to wipe off. But if you get it right away, that it does lift off really nice. So I am bringing my mini Misty in now because I do want to stamp my greeting. So I'm going to do the hello. And you could stamp this directly onto the panel, which would be fine. But I did want to die cut it out just because I've not used this stamp. This is the first time I'm using this card kit at all. I got it and I just haven't been able to use it right away. So I just wanted to see how this stamped, number one, and then also how it die cut. Because this greeting isn't, when I looked closely at it, it's not solid. It this whole kit, I mean, it really lives to its name, a little artsy. It looks distressed. I'll hold it up to the camera, and I'm not sure if the camera will pick it up, but it just looks like paint strokes or something, but I like that look. I think it's really cool. Um, Maybe I didn't hold it up. I think I might do it after I die cut it. So anyway, I'm getting ready to do some 3D embossing and the die cutting. So I'm bringing out my die and the embossing folder, and then we are going to bring in the Gina K Designs Intercut die cutting and embossing machine. I'm going to pan out a little bit because this machine is pretty large for my small craft space. And first, we're going to go ahead and die cut the greeting. I'm just getting kind of set up here and organized. I could have edited this out, but you know what? Sometimes there might be somebody new watching and they just want to see the process. So just taping down my die so it doesn't move. At this point, you don't want to have your die move on you when you're running it through the machine. Running it through, and the camera kind of goes out of focus when there's only white. But here, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but you can kind of see it just looks kind of sketchy, like it's sketched, and I like that. So I'm resetting my dial to the 3D embossing and making it just a little bit tighter to really capture those dots. And this is a really easy way to add interest and texture to your panels. Now, this is just a flat stamped panel. There's really no dimension to it, but we're going to add some right now. So I'm making sure the raised dots on the embossing folder are underneath the panel, so they'll pop through the top when I run it through. So just position that where you want it and run it through, and you're going to see just how this embossing folder is just so cool. It just adds like a swirl, a flurry of dots. I really, really like that. All right. Moving on, we have our card base. One of my favorite colors, Cadet Blue. This is Gina K Design cardstock in Cadet Blue. I also have the inks, and I love this color so much. So my card base is a side folding. It's 8.5 by 5.5, and it's scored at 4.25. And then I'm just creasing the fold with the little scoring tool that comes with the scoring board. And now I'm going to glue my pieces together. We're using the Simon Says Stamp Positively Perfect Craft Glue. And this is a really nice glue. It's liquid glue, of course, and it dries and it's strong. It'll hold. It will hold. So I'm just putting a very little bit here, just kind of dotting it. And then we'll glue those two to get together. I always like to die cut a blank when I'm doing a greeting and just glue it together just to give it a little sturdiness. And it lifts it. It just gives it a little bit of dimension off the card panel. So that is the greeting. We'll just set that aside. And then I am going to go ahead and get that inside panel in. I'm going to just bring in some mint tape. Any low tack tape will do. I just like to tape mine down so they're flat and they're not flying in the wind or moving around on me when I'm trying to glue the panels down. So I just like them to stay put. And we'll go ahead and just put that liquid glue around. I just kind of glue the perimeter because if you put too much glue down, it'll get ripply. You just need to really glue the perimeter of the panel. That way, it just doesn't get all goopy underneath. And then I'm going to also take that same piece of tape and close the front down so it's nice and flat. Now here I am going to put glue all the way around because there's a lot of bumps and crevices. But if I were going to write, the inside you want to write, so you want that nice and smooth. So only glue the perimeter. And then this one, we're going to just center it, even margins all the way around. And I really think that Cadet Blue goes really well with these colors that were in the kit. And one of the colors is Prize Ribbon, which is that bluish color. So it really looks nice. And then just popping my greeting down, and that's it. I'm not putting any embellishments on this card. Just leaving it just the way it is. It's very simple, easy to mail, easy to create, and you can create this too. Look in your stash if you don't have this kit and use what you have. You can recreate this easily. And that's it. I want to thank you all for spending some time here with me today. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. If you're new here and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Or if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next video, and I hope to see you again. Bye-bye.